Okay, so another little video from me. I'm just going to show you the resources in here. As part of the process for referring students, you're going to have a look in the handbook first of all, and in this handbook you should find some ideas. I've used some resources I've had from other learning and support teachers, and I've tried to compile them together, but I'm also looking towards updating this book with some other resources from people nearby. I've done a table of contents which might help, but I think the best way to navigate through this document, because it is 209 pages long, is to have a look up. You go to View and then you go to Navigation pane, and along the side here you can go straight to, so here's our learning and support team procedures. Now if I wanted to have a look at anxiety traits, I might have a look over here and I'll just click on that. Will take me straight to the page. Some resources for social skills would be here. Adjustments for somebody with a cognitive impairment. If I was looking at autism. So again, these are just some resources that I've compiled from different places, and hopefully this will give you a bit of a handbook so that you can have an overview to help you identify some issues that you might find, and also have a look at some resources. You might not want to use these resources specifically, but they might give you a good idea of the types of things that you're looking for. So as I said again, it will go through all of, there's a lot of things, so you can have a look there. So that is the handbook, and that will be here, and that will be the first port of call. Then if you have a look in this resources document, I'll just bring it up here. The purpose of this resources document is to give you some actual resources to use. I've made a bit of a disclaimer here that obviously the resources here are probably copyright, so there's just a little copyright disclaimer for printing and that type of thing. However, this will give you a bit of a library, so that again you might either choose to use something like this or you might find something similar. So in here there'll be the different ways you could use it as a part of an IEP. For assessments, there will be in this column, group support, there'll be some websites in here. So if I just had a look on this one, I'll just go through the types of things we've got: phonemic awareness, phonic knowledge, grammar, text structure and writing, vocabulary, comprehension, fluency, numeracy, working memory, dyslexia, motor coordination including dyspraxia, auditory processing, motor skills, autism, ADHD, speech and language, behaviour, anxiety, social skills, emotional, differentiation, EALD, and gifted and talented. So if you have any good resources to share, that would be fantastic. And basically if you click on these resources, for example, if I wanted working memory, I would go down here and I would have a look. Okay, I want something for home. This is a game that you could send home, but of course you could choose to use this in class. I would click on this here and then click on that, and it will take me straight to the document. And I've already opened it just to make things easier. Here is one I made earlier. It will, when you click on the document, it will come up with the game or whatever the resource is for you to use, and you can just download that and print it as per the copyright that I explained before. We go back here. If I was thinking, okay, I need to do an IEP with some phonemic awareness, I've put this under differentiation here, but again you can use it however you best fit. So you would go into that and you would click on there, and it should bring up this, which is just some Elkonin boxes, which are fantastic for phonemic awareness, but again you might choose to use it for literacy groups or your IEP or however you wanted to do it. So There's programs, there's visual aids, there's websites, and there should be some research, some adjustments as well. And that's all the way through here. And that's all I'm going to go through right now. But I am working with some learning and support teachers to see if I can add even more things to these resources for you. So hopefully that is a guide and that is helpful for you. And I'll put this video in the how-to as well so that you always know what the purpose of everything is. Okay, come and see me because I can help you with implementing any of these resources, how to use them, that type of thing, explain them further. And I hope that's helpful.